Good morning, Columbia County. Welcome to Columbia County Connect Live here on this Wednesday morning. Got a couple of really beautiful, talented ladies here to talk about Columbia County events. Before we get into them, remind you again about Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. I understand we had a great show last Friday night. Going to have two more. We're here with Lisa McCollum, Anna Mae Masi, and David Wicker should be here, but he was too camera shy to come, so we're going to have to work on him later. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
I believe you've had several events already since you've been working with this area in the county. Tell us about Rockford Oak. Were you happy with Rockford Oak?
Very happy. Not only were we graced with a beautiful day, the park was full of guests, sponsors, a full VIP section, as well as all the patrons that came. And our lineup was great. And of course, Darius and Charles never failed to put on a great show. So John
kind of helped Charles out a little bit, I think, don't you?
I tell you what, and we are actually working on him and his band with Black Dogs on coming for doing a Led Zeppelin cover. Fun show in the fall. So getting John back out there with the full band, and
he gonna do his Led Zeppelin impression?
He sure will. That's his signature. So we're very excited about that and keeping it within the Kelly family, but showcasing another side of that and some more local talent as well. So
Anna Mae, you remember Led Zeppelin? Nah.
I sure do, actually.
Nah, wait a minute.
She knows
Might
her
not have been
songs.
alive when they were big, but I had parents that played a lot of it in the
You
house.
had some hard rock parents?
I sure did.
Ooh.
It was a nice mix of Led Zeppelin and like Gloria Stefan. So
Yeah, she's well rounded. Very much so.
These young people, nobody mentioned Bo Diddley and Jimmy Reed and Chuck Berry and those kind of
Love them,
entertainers.
especially Chuck Berry. We're oldies but
You know, I've
goodies.
been told that and I don't know if it's true or not, that the millennials and us old traditionalists have more in common in music than anybody in between.
I
Have you
can
heard
agree
that?
with that because I feel like things come full circle.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're having, to me, even now within our own current music, there's a lot of old flair coming back, especially within our country music, the bluegrass feel and the oldies but goodies, as we call them, coming back, but then even within our rock. So I feel like they're all...
Well, what do you think about these people that's complaining that country music has gone
to rock.
way to the, I don't know what you call it,
Pop
right or
side.
left, but to the pop side? There's room for both?
I think it comes full circle. There's room for everybody, and you know we've even got room here to have some of the more pop or the newer country acts and some of the old school, really good Southern classic rock acts here too. I love country music. Lisa loves country music. Our department does. I know this county does, and I think it speaks to all ages, and we've got room for it all.
And if they do blend over into the rock side, I feel like they're tapping into more of they're spreading their audience and their awareness, and
Trying to get the young
that's
people.
right. Mm-hmm.
For those of you that don't know, these ladies run our community events section that brings all the events to not only the Lady A Amphitheater, but the amphitheater behind the library, and I'm sure from time to time to the exhibition center.
That's right.
So tell us a little bit of what you have in mind or what's coming up over the next, 30, 60, 90 days. We know we got Banjo BQ coming.
That's right.
We got Thunder Over Evans.
Mm-hmm.
How are those looking?
Great. I tell you what, for any concert goers within Columbia County venues, put your seatbelt on and mark your calendars because we are about to move in full steam ahead within our spring and our summer, and even in our fall events. We have got a lot of exciting events. Of course, you mentioned Banjo BQ. They always have a fantastic crowd, a great turnout. Of course, Willie Nelson and family will be there this year, but there's been a lot of buzz in the area.
Now, how's
about
Willie
that.
doing? I understand he had a little setback about a month ago.
He did, and as a matter of fact, I met with the Varnador family on Friday briefly, and he's moving a little slow right now, as expected, but he let the promoters know that he is very, very excited about coming. He would, this is one thing on his list that he's excited to be able to come, but then also bring his whole family, his whole entourage lineup. And his comment from the promoter was, I might be moving a little slow, but I will not discount any part of a show. That was his.
And just like we talked about with country music, I think Banjo-BQ is a great way to bring in all ages of Columbia County residents and in the entire area, because a lot of the millennials, as we call them, and my age, we love Old Crow Medicine Show, who are also headlining the next day.
But they're coming back this time.
They are. It's Old Crow
They
Medicine
are.
Show and Willie Nelson on 2 separate days, but it's gonna gather a big crowd and all walks of life, and it's gonna be a really great 2 days.
For those of you that don't know, the Banjo-BQ is a tribute to Papa Joe Pond, the founder of AB Beverage, or one of the founders. It's dedicated to him, and it's a Kansas City style barbecue cook-off. But there's a lot of other events around while that competition is going on. It's a real challenge for the county in that there's 60 to 65 motor homes and campers that we have to service with electricity and water. So it's quite involved for our maintenance and events crew, but it is a great event. You remember the Toby Keith song that I'm not going to smoke weed with Willie anymore?
If you play it for me, I hope that we can
Or if you
pick up
sing it
on.
for us.
You don't
That's right,
remember that
you
one? Matt remembers, I bet. I
Well,
just
and
wonder,
speak-
that's all he really needs is a little bit more stock of us.
That's right. I tell you what, and speaking of our maintenance team and our facility maintenance, just a quick plug. What a strong group of gentlemen and ladies that we have been working with. You know, we work so closely with several different departments within the county, and the administration has been very gracious with their time to make those connections with us. There are so many behind the scenes teams and groups of people that really, it takes a lot to put on these types of
Oh, it
events.
does, people don't
And I
realize
tell
that.
you what, Columbia County is it's a wealth of employees that we have to work with, and we all have to work seamlessly as a team, and they make our job so much easier, and we love working with them. They're a lot of
Absolutely.
fun, they're faithful, and we make the best of them, so.
And two, it's always a tribute to the taxpayers because the facilities we have were all financed by taxpayer money and voting for the SPOS programs. And then that's the beauty of it all. The people voted to spend the money for that, pay the 1 cent sales tax, and then get to utilize it for these events
Absolutely.
that you all create.
Just
And do we
for-
have a date on the Banjo-BQ?
Yes, it is the last,
Friday,
Friday.
May 27th, and
27th.
Saturday, May 28th. It's 2
28th.
days.
And how about Thunder Over Evans? How does
that's
it
the
go?
weekend before.
Okay.
So, again, right there in May, we've got a lot of great things back to back. But Thunder Over Evans, as we're proud to have that new title this year, and it fits perfectly, is going very, very well. And just as you mentioned with Banjo-BQ, how much is involved in that. All the moving pieces, all the power, the fireworks, the skydive team that's coming, the helicopter flyover, very, very involved. Very exciting and fun for the whole family, of course, but that is moving along quite well, quite fast as well. Planning for a huge crowd. As a matter of fact, just within the last couple of weeks, we have been utilizing and tapping into every square inch of Evanstown Center Park to be able to fit all of the entertainment that's coming in. They're, of course, very, very gracious to the county for sponsoring such a great event, and what we're doing and all of the events that have been going on just within the last 6 to 8 months that really celebrates our military and our veterans. I can't tell you how many comments that we get within our own department, whether it be on the telephone or guests at actual events, how thankful that Columbia County sheds that much light onto our military and our
We get
veterans.
great cooperation with Fort Gordon too, they bring
Absolutely.
a large part.
Yes.
I talked earlier this week with Donnie Thompson of Winter Jewelers, one of the primary sponsors, and have talked to Andy Jones, they've added about $25,000 to the fireworks show. And Donnie's got a big part. I think they got some other sponsors with Janus Corporation and
Right.
one other IT firm, I believe.
T3.
What's the name?
Right.
T3.
T3, that will add to that, and I think some special fireworks features initiated by Andy Jones and
I
our
was told
fireworks man.
as the second, if not a running competition for first place to the Disney World Fireworks Show.
Yeah,
So definitely something to see. I know it's always been fantastic, an amazing sight in the past, but I've been told not once but several times that this is the fireworks show to see, and if it was great in the past, it's going to be even bigger and better this year.
if you saw half of it, it'd be a great
That's
show.
right. That's right.
Tell us what you've got working for the county on the smaller events, but I believe you've got a calendar that runs spring, part of summer, and then skips to fall.
That's right. Would you like to talk?
Well, we've, on our side, the events that we as a team have been planning really start out after Blues Brews and Barbecue. We really focus on the big heavy hitting Banjo BQ and Thunder Over Evans in May. And then the first weekend in June, we've got our Summer Beach Blast, which is featuring the Catalinas and the Tams and maybe some other special guests. We'll see. As food, drinks, a fun summer evening and Friday after school gets out. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's something that all ages can enjoy, and that
It's one of my absolute
great
personal
music,
favorites.
great food. We're really looking forward to it. And then the day
We're gonna
after
put
that,
sand on the bricks.
We are.
We're
That's
looking
all in
into
the
it.
works right now. We are working out the
Okay.
logistics between Summer Beach Blast because the very next day we have the J.D. Paul Memorial Concert out in the park. So that transition period in between, we're working all of that out now. But that we are expecting to bring the sand back, and of course all of the beach balls, fun for the children. But also, I do want to just touch on Summer Beach Blast just for a moment. Of course, one of my personal favorites on the calendar. I love beach music.
You a shagger?
I absolutely am.
she sure
yes.
is.
And even this past week at Blues Brews and Barbecue, I did not hold back because the music was way
Oh.
too good. And if we were the only ones at first,
Did we get any video of that?
they actually, as a matter of fact, I was shown a video last night from
Okay.
Miss Sweet Ginger Richardson that took video of that. So I cannot lie, it is in electronic format now. But
Is she any good?
It's spectacular. I don't have quite the dance moves Lisa's got, but she
We have to take
manages
the
to get everybody else
opportunity.
out there with her. So
the
if
children
anything,
were
it's-
out. It was
Uh-huh.
fun. It's so rewarding to look back for us and see the crowd and their reactions and how much fun they're
Well, you
having.
can do
was-
it again
was
at Beach
so-
Blast. That would
Absolutely.
be the perfect opportunity.
We are as most everyone knows, the Summer Beach Blast crowd is there's some faithful followers, and between Johnny Hensley's Shag Show and the Charleston Shag Club, Columbia Shag Club, Savannah Shag Club, we've been reaching out to all of them as well and letting them know that within their shag junkets, as they call them, we want to be on their stop, and we want to turn Evanstown Center Park into a beach summer scene, and by doing so, we are hand selecting and targeting specific vendors that match our theme. That's where we're really trying to go with our events within our department. Every event has a theme, and we want to make sure that our vendors are meeting that theme and they tie in very, very nicely together, and it sets a scene as well. But it also opens up the opportunity for more vendors, especially targeting those new businesses in Columbia County, to be able to come out and serve our events.
We'll have a little Myrtle Beach shag party.
That is exact. If they can do it, we can do it. We have the most beautiful venue, so why not?
What have we got coming up after that?
Well, to target some of the little ones, every Wednesday in June and July, we'll do a lunchtime movie over at the Performing Arts Center in the library. And it'll just be a fun little movie for them in the summer, give parents a little break for about an hour.
And a break from the heat.
And
which
a
is
break
very,
from the
very
heat,
nice.
yes.
We have a beautiful facility to be able to escape to from the heat, and of course that's free to our families.
Yes. And then, of course, then we've got our big 4th of July celebration. Just as big fireworks and just a fun day starting around 2 o'clock at Evanstown Center Park. It's going to be an awesome, just very family-friendly, fun day to celebrate 4th of July.
Lots of stuff for the kids.
Absolutely. Lots of activities for the kids and jumpy houses, maybe even a big Ferris wheel.
That's
Still
right. As
getting
soon
that.
as we leave here today, we are finalizing plans for, we are going to bring in
Gonna have some to eat?
a lot. Yes.
A lot to eat, okay.
A lot, yes. All that, the park will be packed with several different vendors, a variety of vendors, of course. And a lot of children's activities, but then live music, and then, as Anna Mae said, finishing the night off with our great fireworks show.
Are we doing, are we taking a break on our amateur series, or are we doing that?
We are, that has been shifted to the Columbia County Library and facility and rental venues. They are hosting those within our Columbia County
So we gotta
Library.
get somebody else to talk about that.
That's right.
Okay.
Put that one on your list.
Yeah, we'll do
Lots to
that
talk
too.
about.
A lot of things going on.
That's right.
What do you and both of you enjoy most about your job?
We don't have enough time to tell you.
I
It's so much.
Oh,
It really,
hands
I mean,
down,
really
I mean,
mean
I'll
that.
tell you right now, hands down, I think, and this is, I'll make myself sound even younger. This is my first job right out of college, and I have been told time and time again, the past 8 months I've worked here, how fortunate I am to work for the incredible county that I work in, and with the incredible people that I work for and with. And every day I see that our team, our tiny little team of Lisa, David Wicker, and I, and then some of our others, our Division Director John Luton, and other people in our office. It's been such a pleasure to work with just the people we work with, and that's what I love, coming to work every day. And I tell people all the time, I'm one of those lucky people. I knew what I wanted to do my whole life. I wanted to be in events, I wanted to plan things, and now I'm where I want to be and doing what I want to do. So nothing better than that for me.
Does all of our staff here want to come to work in the morning? I don't think that's really true.
If they want to stop in
What
at our
about you?
department in the morning
We
for
have
a cup of
fun.
coffee, we'll hopefully change.
What do you like best?
Honestly, I was not joking and saying how to narrow it down. We, like Anna said, our tiny little team, but of course we know it takes a village and an army to do what we do. And I mentioned several
No,
of
we
those
don't like that
departments.
takes a village stuff.
No.
That's too Democrat.
Okay, so we have.
Takes a team.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And just as a team, I say this in our department a lot. You know, there's a quarterback and a receiver, but they may get a lot of the glory out of starting a play and catching a ball. But I tell you what, the in between and our lines that we have to be able to make those plays is incredible, and to be able to. You know, all of our personal lives are crazy and hectic. Small children, older children, aging parents. We're all in a certain stage of life. Absolutely, you're taking care of us.
No, they were
but
down
to
here
be
taking care of me,
well, and a great job. But to be able to, when that alarm clock goes off, and you are as excited to be able to come to work and just go through these events. Obviously, our job is a lot of fun. We get to plan events. Our job and our mission within our department is to enhance the quality of life for all of the citizens of Columbia County, to be able to let them enjoy the fruits of their labor as the SPLOST, as you mentioned. We hear every day, and when you mentioned that earlier, this past Friday I met a actual dear friend of mine, but also someone that is hosting a men's breast cancer awareness walk over at Columbia County Amphitheater on June the 4th. It's Cecil Heron. I don't know if you know him, but Cecil is the face of men's breast cancer, and I've done a lot of work within university and of course Trinity with that, and he wants to bring this to Columbia County. And as we went on Friday, we walked around the amphitheater to show the facility. And as we're coming down the sidewalk, Cecil said, I don't ever mind an extra splost or an extra percentage ever coming out of our family and our, because when we're able to come and see the actual beauty and being able to provide a beautiful structure is one thing, the upkeep, the manicured grounds and everything. He said this is enjoying, and Columbia County really puts on providing facilities and entertainment where they promised to.
Quality of life issues.
That's so rewarding, and that speaks a lot about this county to be able to do that. But driving to work every day, walking along our sidewalks within the different departments, we are so blessed and gifted with the beauty of where we're able to work. But again, that's just brick and mortar. It's the people that make a big
You don't think we
difference.
take it for granted sometimes, do you?
I think all of us do
Yeah, I think so, too.
in different ways, but I'll speak for our department. We are vigilant about always being on our toes and remembering what's important, we're very, very passionate about creating a culture within our own department, because it's a fact that without even being said, that culture and that spirit, we want that to spread, and we want every person that we work with within other departments. But then we do a lot of work out in the community and out in the public. We have several different sponsors that have trusted us with not only our facilities, but our events, and where we want to live up to those standards for them. This is the first year that we have been able to take all of the events on our calendar, and we broke those up into 3 different series so that we could target and again accommodate all interest and all likes of entertainment for our community. Absolutely, we're trying, and we're always open to changing. That's right.
We all serve the citizens in one way or the other.
That's right.
Have any final thoughts, Anna Mae?
I think we're just looking forward to a really busy spring and summer, but we're excited about it and we're ready to take it head on. And we hope y'all come out to each one of our events and give us some good feedback. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, and just keep making it bigger and better every year.
That's right. If those of you have not been able to pick up a copy of our wall calendars, it's a year wall calendar that we have that we distributed throughout the community of all of our events, not just within the community events department, but some of our rental events, but then all of the events that are within the community and leisure services division. We produce that every October, and we distribute in December, and we take those around the county, but then all of our surrounding businesses. They went quite fast this year,
Sure
which
did.
is a good sign. But if you are not able to pick up a copy of that to be able to know about our events and things that are coming up, you can always visit our website at evanstowncenterpark.com, as well as our Facebook page, and of course our Columbia County government page, and in the community events tab, you can click on there for our calendar. And Anna Mae, of course, does a great job of updating that, and then working with Kaylee and then the department up here to get all of those events published, so that you'll always know what's coming up, where to go, which venue, and how to plan.
We thank both of you for being here.
Thank you.
I spoke to the Travel Writers Association yesterday. They were in town looking for things to write about, and I told them that we had an awful lot of young brain power in Columbia County, and you can see 2 of them here this morning. We look forward to all those events. Thank you again for being here. Thank you folks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Great job, ladies.
Good?